So, good evening, everyone. Today, we'll be starting with the next topic, that is what happens when a charge is moving in a magnetic field. What happens when a charge is moving in a magnetic field, B vector. Okay, so let's first say about a charge. Let us consider we have a positive charge. Okay, we have another positive charge plus q. So let's say this is q1 and this is q2. Now both the charges are at rest. When both the charges are at rest, so basically the q2 will experience a force because of 1, whereas when I say about q1 will experience a force because of 2. So here when I say about this force F12 and F21, this is an electrostatic force in nature. Okay, whereas when I say about one of the charge, so basically this force is nothing but the electrostatic force of attraction or repulsion. One thing. So when two charges are at rest, so they experience an electrostatic force of repulsion. And when I say about the electrostatic force of repulsion, the magnitude of this force, magnitude of this force of attraction or repulsion is given by Coulomb's law. Okay, but now let us consider that if one of the charge is moving with a velocity v1, okay, and there is a second charge q2. So basically what happens over here when one of the charge is moving, so that means this charge, when I say it is moving in a particular direction, so what happens, it not only creates an electrostatic force of attraction, but also it creates one more force. Okay, it experiences one more force. Okay, so the charge q2 will experience one more force, which we call it as magnetic force. Now which charge will experience magnetic force? Suppose if q1 and q2 both are moving in a opposite direction, so both the charges will experience an electrostatic force and they will experience a magnetic force. So basically they will experience two forces. Okay, so now what does that mean? That whenever a charge is moving in an electric field or in a magnetic field, let us consider first a magnetic field. So these are the magnetic lines of force. These magnetic lines of force are uniformly spaced. Okay, and we have a positive charge, let's say q1. This positive charge q1 is moving with a velocity v1 perpendicular to the direction of magnetic field. Okay, so what happens, as soon as it enters the magnetic field, it experiences a force. Now look over here, how does it experience a force? Magnetic field is along the x-axis, so basically it is along I vector, whereas velocity is along y-axis, so we call it as j vector. So when I say about the magnetic force, we write it as the charge into velocity vector cross magnetic field. Because force is a vector quantity, so the order is scalar triple product. Okay, so when I say v cross b, so what does that v cross b indicates? V cross B means velocity is along J and magnetic field is along I. So we know I cross J is K. So J cross I is minus K. This indicates that the magnetic force which is acting on this charge Q1 will be directed normally into the plane of paper. The direction of magnetic field is normally into the plane of paper. So circle with a cross. Okay, getting it clearly? So whenever we say about a magnetic force, let us say that this charge is plus Q. So the magnetic force F suffix m. Okay, magnetic force on a charge Q1 moving with a velocity V1 in a magnetic field B vector is given by, we write it as Fm in the magnetic vector form, we write it as Q into velocity vector cross B vector. Okay, but suppose if I say that the charge which is experiencing a force is an electron, मतलब अगर मैंने पॉजिटिव चार्ज के जगह पे अगर मैंने मान लो इसी चार्ज को मैंने नेगेटिव कंसिडर किया, इफ़ आई कंसिडर दिस चार्ज एज नेगेटिव माइनस, सो व्हाट हैपेंस इफ़ आई कंसिडर दिस चार्ज एज नेगेटिव, सो माइनस की वजह से क्या होगा, अभी मैग्नेटिक फोर्स विच इज़ एक्सपीरियंस ऑन द चार्ज विल बी नॉर्मली आउट ऑफ द प्लेन ऑफ पेपर. Why will it be normally out of the plane of paper? Look over here. So Fm is equal to नेगेटिव चार्ज है तो हम लोग माइनस क्यू लिखेंगे इंटू वेलोसिटी वेक्टर क्रॉस बी वेक्टर. सो इफ आई से माइनस क्यू इंटू वेलोसिटी वेक्टर इज अलॉन्ग जे, दैट इज पॉजिटिव आई एक्सिस, एंड मैग्नेटिक फील्ड इज अलॉन्ग पॉजिटिव एक्स एक्सिस, सो आई कैप. सो जे क्रॉस आई इज माइनस के, so minus into minus plus. So basically it experiences a force along which direction? Positive z axis. Whereas instead of that, if I would have considered a positive charge, the magnetic force would have been in negative z axis. Got it clearly? Okay, yes sir. Now when I say that the charge is having experienced both the electric field and a magnetic field, okay, what if there are two vectors which are present and the charge is moving perpendicular to each one of them? So let's consider that the charge is experiencing a magnetic field and an electric field normal to the plane of paper, and the charge is moving perpendicular to each other, and the charge is moving along the z axis with a velocity v vector. Okay, the charge is moving along the z axis. So let's say the charge is plus q. So the charge is moving along z axis, that is k vector, with a velocity along z axis. Magnetic field is along which direction? It is along x axis, and electric field is along y axis. So what we say is the charge is simultaneously experiencing two fields. One is the electric field and second one is the magnetic field. So when I say about the force experienced by the charge, so the force vector will be given by two summations or superposition of two principles. One is the magnetic force and second one is the electric field. Okay, so when I say about the magnetic, the total force, we say it as electric force को हम लोग कैसे लिखेंगे? Q into electric field plus magnetic force को हम लोग क्या लिखते हैं? Q into velocity vector cross B vector. Okay, so the net force we write it as Q into electric field plus velocity vector cross B vector. This is the net force experienced by the charge which is kept in an electric field and magnetic field simultaneously. So the total force, which we call it as, we call this force as Lorentz force. We call it as Lorentz force. So Lorentz force can be described as a two forces, that is the force due to electric field and a force due to magnetic field, which are simultaneously experienced by the charge. Okay, now if I consider that the charge, let us say if the charge was moving parallel to the magnetic field, if the charge is moving parallel to the magnetic field, let us say the forces, let us say the charge which is experiencing a force is Q2 now. So if the charge was moving parallel to the magnetic field, so what will happen? Now when you say velocity vector cross B vector, so you will say velocity is along x-axis and magnetic field is also along x-axis. So here what happens? I cross I, when you say I cross I, what is I cross I? I cross I will be 0. Why? Because sine 0 na? Both the vectors are parallel to each other, so angle between them is 0 degree. So when I say about the magnetic force experience, we say it as Q into velocity vector cross B vector, that is for the second charge. So here the velocity vector cross B vector, both are parallel to each other, so I cross I. Now I cross I is 0 because it is a vector cross product. So the magnetic force experienced by the charge will be 0. So when I say about the Lorentz force, that Lorentz force will be equal to the electric field. Why will it be only equal to electric field? Because the charge is moving parallel to the magnetic field. Getting it clearly? Okay. So if the velocity vector of a charged particle is parallel to the magnetic field, the magnetic force will be 0. Or if I say if the charge is stationary and even if the velocity vector is, even if the magnetic field is 0, then too what will happen? There will be no force experienced. Okay. So what are the interesting consequences of Lorentz force? Look over here. Interesting consequences of Lorentz force. So when I say about the interesting consequences of Lorentz force, so the very first one is जो अभी हम लोग ने केस किया, if the velocity vector of a charged particle is parallel to magnetic field B vector, then magnetic force is 0. Okay. The second condition is if charge is stationary, then what happens? Velocity vector will be equal to 0. So the force is equal to 0 even if magnetic field is not equal to 0. Getting it clearly? Okay. So these are some of the consequences that you need to know. So whenever I say about a application of this, so the application of this is in the cyclotron accelerator. Cyclotron accelerator किसके लिए यूज़ होता है? Basically it is used to increase the velocity at which the charge is moving, so that the ions का मतलब क्या है? Positive ion or a negative ion, because we know that if I want to exert a force on a particle, a very small particle, so that particle must be a charged particle. Either it should be a positively charged particle or it should be a negatively charged particle. Okay. So when it experiences a force, the direction of the force is given by the vector cross product. Okay. So continuously when the charge is experiencing an addition of force, so what happens? It gets accelerated. Okay. So basically in order to accelerate a positively charged particle, what we do is we keep it simultaneously in the electric field as well as the magnetic field combination in such a way that the electric field and magnetic field vectors both are perpendicular to each other. Okay, जैसे अभी यहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है, इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड एक एक्सिस पे और मैग्नेटिक फील्ड एक एक्सिस पे, इस तरह से हम रखते हैं. ठीक है, सो उस मशीन को हम लोग क्या बोलते हैं, वी कॉल इट अ साइक्लोट्रॉन accelerator. That cyclotron accelerator you will be learning it in the next class. Okay.